On screen text, guess what age punched you? That trend, guess what age punched you, looks like harmless chaos. But it's also the perfect example of how comedy plus AI-fed algorithms can quietly mess with what we take seriously. Short-form video runs on one fuel, fast emotion. Shock, laughter, cringe, surprise, anything that makes you stop scrolling. And a lot of guess what age punched you. Style clips are built like mini pranks or challenge bits. A sudden twist, a punchline, and you're gone. Here's the catch. Even when a trend isn't newsworthy or surrounded by controversy, it can still shape behavior because the platform rewards what holds attention. And attention doesn't always reward truth, empathy, or good judgment. The book excerpt makes one big point. Laughter is a double-edged tool. It can connect people and relieve tension, but it can also distract, manipulate, and numb us. Now plug that into today's AI-driven feeds. Recommendation systems don't ask, is this wise? They ask, did people watch it? Did they share it? Did it spark comments? So when you combine a joke format that can hide harm with AI ranking systems that amplify what performs, you get a perfect machine for turning just a laugh into a social habit. Comedy lowers defensive, which makes it powerful and risky. Comedy is basically trust habit. When you laugh, your guard drops. That's why humor works in negotiation, conflict, and persuasion, exactly like the excerpt describes. A joke can change the emotional temperature in seconds. Cut to example, quick reenactment, two friends filming. Imagine a creator doing a guess what age punched you bit. The setup is light, we're just messing around. Someone gets startled, maybe embarrassed, maybe actually hurt or singled out. But the room laughs because the format tells everyone this is safe. This is play. Now the key moment. The person who didn't like it has a decision to make. If they speak up, they risk being labeled dramatic. If they laugh along, the discomfort gets buried. And that's the dangerous laugh from the excerpt, humor as a mask. It doesn't just lighten the moment. It can silence the moment. When a trend is built on surprise, embarrassment, or aggression, even mild aggression, laughter isn't neutral. It's social pressure. Before you share, ask, who is the joke protecting? And who is it pressuring to stay quiet? AI recommendations reward what's repeatable, not what's responsive. Here's what we actually know from the recent context. Guess what age punched you mostly shows up as YouTube short-style challenge / prank titles, sometimes tagged like Mr. Beast-inspired content. Some clips show high views, but there's no big documented controversy or news cycle around it. That's important, because the risk isn't necessarily a headline scandal. The risk is quiet. The content pattern itself gets copied because of it. On screen text, template is easy to clone. A prank / challenge template is incredibly easy to replicate. Catchy title, quick setup, a jolt the punch, reaction shot, cut before anyone processes it. AI-driven feeds tend to reward that because it's sticky. It gets rewatched. People comment fake or lie, which still boosts it. And creators learn the lesson fast. This format works. Do it again. Make it sharper. Over time, the punch can escalate, not necessarily in violence, but in humiliation and ease, in pushing boundaries for a bigger reaction. AI ranking systems don't create human cruelty, but they can mass-produce the incentives. If you want to stay in control, don't just judge a clip by did I laugh. Judge it by what behaviors this training creators and viewers excerpt says comedy can reshape collective memory. When serious things become punchlines, they lose weight. We get numb. Outrage turns into acceptance. Now zoom in on short-form trends. They don't just entertain, they teach a lot. And vibes are powerful. Cut to example, montage description. Picture a team scrolling, 5 clips in a row. Each one uses the same structure. Someone gets punched by an age guess, roasted, startled, embarrassed, and everyone laughs. No one stops to check if the person agreed. No one shows the aftermath. It's all reaction, no reflection. After enough repetition, the brain files it under. This is normal fun. This is how you bond. And here's the twist. The trend doesn't even have to be real-life punching to shape norms. It can be punching socially, mocking someone's looks, age, maturity, voice, body, job, anything. Humor becomes a shield for aggression. Relax, it's a joke. That line is doing a lot of work. It's the illusion the excerpt warns about, beauty without awareness. If a trend teaches laugh first, think later, it's not just content, it's conditioning. Balance it by watching for what's missing: consent, context, and consequence. Laughter is powerful precisely because it feels harmless. In an AI-boosted feed, that power scales fast, so use it wisely. Laugh to connect, not to numb. Share to build, not to pressure. On-screen text. Before you post, does this help? If you want, drop a comment with a trend you've seen that's funny, but also feels a little off, and we'll break down what the algorithm is rewarding.